Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to create that kind of stuttery tremolo effect you hear in Billie Eilish's Bad Guy. Alright, let me just start off by recording a little vocal. I'm the bad guy. I apologize in advance for this shitty vocal, but it'll have to do. So I'm just going to bring up the levels. First, I'm going to just duplicate this track here just so that we have the original safe here. So I'm going to mute the original. We're going to be working on the bottom one here for the main effect. All right, so the bulk of that stuttery effect comes from kind of a tremolo effect. And since there's no dedicated tremolo in Ableton Live, we can approximate one by using the auto pan effect. Alright, so if you're not familiar, the auto pan effect just pans the sound left and right using a sine wave, which you can control the amplitude with the amount slider here. So let's listen to that right now. I'm the bad guy. And then you have the frequency of the sine wave in here. I'm the bad guy. So it's kind of the effect, but it creates this weird disorienting feeling because things are panning left and right. So what you can do is offset the phase of the left and right channels. So if you set it to 360, you'll notice that they're identical. So effectively what we've created here is a sine wave that changes the volume of the sound over time. And that's exactly what a tremolo is. So let's listen to that now. I'm the bad guy. So the trick of the effect now is to modulate the rate so that it speeds up a little bit in the middle of that phrase. I'm the bad guy. So I can do that by moving my mouse here, or we can just draw a little automation. So I'm going to press the A key to go into automation mode, and then click on this parameter here because I want to control that. And I'm going to press the B key to enter my pencil mode, and I'm just going to hold command while I drag so that we can create a smooth curve. So I'm just going to bring it up here and then bring it down, and we're just going to approximate it and then listen to it. I'm the bad guy. So that's good enough. Obviously you want to tweak this a little more if you're going for an exact specific effect. There's a bit of kind of a distorted feel to the sound if you listen to her song. So what I'm going to do is add a plugin called Chip Crusher here. But of course you can use any kind of distortion, lo-fi type of plugin. So this just emulates a bunch of different lo-fi chips and kind of speakers and cabinets and little toys and stuff. So let's take a listen through some of those. I'm the bad guy. So this one is kind of extreme. So this one sounds pretty good. I'm just going to lower the background noise here. And the other thing I'm going to do is maybe pitch this one down. So I'm going to set the algorithm to Complex Pro so that we're not distorting or adding artifacts when we change the pitch. And I'm just going to pitch this down an octave. Let's listen to that. I'm the bad guy. So I'm not sure if this is exactly what's happening in the song, but it sounds pretty cool. So we'll just approximate it that way. So now we've only have the kind of super affected version here. So this is why I created a copy above here so that we still have the original to kind of mix in. So let me exit out of automation mode. So now let me unmute the original and let's listen to the original and the affected one together. I'm the bad guy. So maybe we can now play with the levels. We can bring down the original and you can experiment with this to see what you like. I'm the bad guy. And we can add some reverb, even though in hers I don't think there is any, but let's just experiment. I'm the bad guy. And of course, in this case, I'm using a third-party plugin here, but you can use built-in Ableton ones like Redux, which also has sample rate reduction and stuff like that. Then you can use saturation, so you don't have to buy any plugins if you have Ableton Live. So let's try to approximate that. Again, I'm going to mute the first one. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. And then we can add an autofilter to kind of smooth it out a bit. I'm the bad guy. And so that's pretty much it. I don't know if it nails it exactly, but I think the fun of trying to approximate these kinds of songs is that you learn new kind of production techniques that then you can use in your own way and add your own flavor to it. All right, hopefully you found this interesting. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next.